In this video, we are going to compare this Sony 90mm f2.8 macro to the new Sigma 105mm f2.8 macro side by side and see which one is better. I have reviewed both of these lenses independently here on my channel, so if you want to know more about each of them and see more samples, then please check out those two videos as well. But now we are going to see what are the differences between them, if there is any difference in performance, and which one is better for you. So firstly, let's start from the build. Both lenses are built to last and both do 1:1 macro magnification. In many ways, it feels like Sigma, which has just come out, is copying the Sony lens, which was released 5 years ago now, but could be just coincidence, as a lot of things that I am talking about here are common to macro lenses. So let's have a look at the specs. Weight. Sony is lighter and it weighs 602 grams when Sigma weighs 715 grams. Sigma is also slightly longer. Sony is 130.5 millimeters and Sigma is 133.6 millimeters. Same filter thread of 62 millimeters, minimum aperture of f/22 and maximum of f2.8 on both. Both have 9 aperture blades and circular aperture for more rounded bokeh, and they both do internal focusing. The lenses do not extend out at all, and they both are weather sealed. The switches. This is where Sigma is a little bit different. They both have focus hold button, which can be programmed to different functions via the camera. Both have focus limiter switch with 3 positions, and that's where the similarities end. Sony has got optical steady shot on and off switch, and Sigma hasn't because it has got no optical stabilization built in. Sigma has got traditional auto manual focus switch, when on Sony it is so much more convenient and thought through. If you ever shot macro, you know that it is sometimes tricky to nail that focusing automatically or in a place you really need it to be, and it often requires quick switch to manual. On Sigma, you have to find the switch, feel for it before switching to manual, when on Sony it is a push-pull type. And all you need to do is pull the focus ring back and forward to switch AF on or off. This is very practical when shooting with macro lens like this. Makes it easier and quicker. Sigma also has got manual aperture ring. There's a click on and off switch to declick the aperture ring and a lock switch to lock the aperture into an auto mode, so it can be accidentally changed. Sony lens is less plastic and it also has got the focus distance scale numbers printed, which I have never actually looked at when manually focusing with it, but maybe they are useful to someone in whatever way. Not a big problem, but Sigma is also more prone to collect camera bag dust than Sony. Yeah, it's 2 weeks old and it's dusty. Both lenses come with cases, but Sony is more of the flimsy pouch than Sigma Art standard and higher quality padded case, which certainly gives a lens more protection when in transit or when storing. Yeah, that's a Sony pouch, Sigma case. Performance. This is probably the most important comparison, as I don't know who would actually choose any lens by the way it looks, although they both look very smart. I can tell you that sharpness these lenses produce is outstanding from both. Autofocus works really good, as well as expected from a macro lenses with a very long focus travel from macro to infinity. But shooting the same subjects with both of them, I didn't notice any difference in speed or accuracy, including eye tracking. Works great. Both score very highly here. Both lenses are very sharp edge to edge. Not that it really matters when shooting macro, when the depth of field will be very shallow even at f/22. There is very hard to find any differences in the image quality both of these lenses deliver. I have shot these photos you're looking at now with the same camera and the same settings with both lenses, and the color and contrast are almost identical. I have used auto white balance, so some of them have slightly different color temperature on them, but That's nothing to do with the lens, but the conditions I have been shooting under and camera's auto white balance. However, there is a visible difference how the bokeh looks. Sigma seems to produce more rounder and more pleasing to the eye bokeh, when Sony's very often looks a little bit harsh. Also, due to longer focal length, Sigma produces slightly shallower depth of field, in my opinion. The focal length difference is very marginal here. There's not much more reach here, with Sigma being 15mm longer, and this really makes almost no difference when shooting macro. All these sample unedited raw side-by-side comparison images you are looking at can be downloaded from the link below if you'd like to do some pixel peeping and see the differences in all their glory. Sigma lacks the image stabilization, but using it on the A7 III with a built-in IBIS, I literally had no issues and didn't have to fight it to get sharper images or video when shooting handheld with it. This, however, could be a very minor issue if you use it on a camera like A6400, which has got no internal stabilization, but then you just crank up your ISO and shutter speeds to compensate. In my opinion, there is very little between them. I personally prefer the bokeh Sigma produces, but this is only because I am comparing images from both of these lenses side by side. On their own, both of these lenses are truly outstanding in every way. Sorry, there is really quality-wise no winner. Let's talk about the price and the value. The Sony lens retails here in UK for £869 or $1,100 in the US, when Sigma is significantly cheaper at £699 in UK and $799 in the US. Considering that the quality they deliver is almost identical, any difference in price could be a very significant decisive factor for many of you when buying a new macro lens for your Sony camera. Yeah, cheaper is sometimes better. However, because the quality is so similar, and if you already, like me, own this 90mm Sony lens, it would make absolutely no sense to sell it and replace it with the Sigma, because you won't get more out of it. Conclusion: if you are looking for a new macro lens and you'd like to save some money, then go for Sigma. You won't be disappointed. I absolutely love it, and it is one of the sharpest lenses that I have ever shot with. But if money is no object and you are a hardcore Sony user and only buy and only use Sony lenses, then go for this 90mm. It won't give you more than Sigma can, but you will have another Sony lens in your kit. And this is it from me. If you like this video, then please give me the thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content from me, cameras, lenses, photography, video tutorials, reviews, then please hit that red subscribe button below if you are already not subscribing. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sony in my left hand, Sigma in my right hand. Both lenses come with cases, and I forgot to bring the cases. Hang on. So we're gonna do. If I didn't already have this lens, which one would I buy now? I'll buy Sigma, just because of the bokeh. Yeah, amazing what they've done with this.